Hi guys, Russell here, and welcome to the Fall 2017 update. My model building universe. And it's fall, and it's really like the best season of the year for me to be building models. The temperature is optimal, and there's no humidity in the basement, so I try to crank out more model building time during this time of the year than any other, just because it's really idyllic to be building. So I'm enjoying myself whenever I can get down here and get some building in. How have I been doing since July? I'm doing really well. I had some interesting changes of jobs. If you remember my summer update, I mentioned that I was working on a summer camp as a carpenter, painter, maintenance kind of guy, and I've been involved with this camp since I was 20 years old, so I'm very well rooted with this organization, and they like my work, and they got a lot of plans for the next few years, and they know I'm going back to school to get my master's in education, but they said, like, would you consider working full-time for us throughout the year? And I'm like, so we did some talking about the particulars, and things were really good. It was definitely, it's a good thing. So I had my job at the school, but wasn't exactly the ideal situation, but it was nice. But, we've all been on these crossroads where you have a better opportunity for the moment. You got to strike when the iron's hot, so that's what I did. So I gave my notice, and now I'm working outdoors, and I've been painting for the last 2 weeks. And painting's, it's fun. I think it looks great when the work is done, but the actual process of scraping and painting, I'd rather be hammering and cutting. But I'm not complaining. I have a preference. I'd rather play with the wood or do some plumbing. But I'm enjoying myself. I'm up on the ladder a lot, getting the sun, and it's all good. Model building, what's been going on? Pretty much I've been sticking with 2 builds. One is my 8-ton German half-track, and the other is Adam Mann's Tiger Anniversary Group Build topic. The Auto Carry-S Tiger from Tamiya. And they're moving along. The half-track it's almost there. Unfortunately, I've just been putting more time into the Tiger right now, so the half-track it has changed a bit since the update from the summer, so let's take a quick look at it. Here it is. So the hood, see if we can get the hood and the engine inside. The engine needs to be tweaked a little bit, maybe a little bit of weathering, and I'll do that later. The seats are almost all in except for the rear set. It gave me a little bit of a problem, so I'm still working on them. I got all the decals on, and the decals, I was concerned that they weren't going to work really well, but a little bit of micro set, and I had no problems. So I got to do my lenses and paint my little white dots on the fender bumper things. Rifle still got to be painted. So a lot of little details. Stowage is yet to be put in, but it's pretty much there. Really looking forward to taking this to the shows and see how just to show it off, So there it is. I still got to do the windshield. That's all painted. I just got to put it on. Unfortunately, the windshield was a little bit of a struggle because there's really no like to me it would maybe have a hole and there's like a little pin in it, and you could like do this with it. With this one, it's a fixed position, and there's little to nothing to indicate where in God's name you stick it. You have to kind of just put it on. So it's a little frustrating. The trumpeter build overall has been a little bit frustrating for me. it's certainly not a two-man kit. And I would probably build a dragon kit, because I would be curious to see how Dragon's build compares. Because I've worked on the old Tamiya kit, and that's a lot simpler, though again the detail is not as sharp as a trumpeter kit. But yeah, it would just be interesting to compare all three. Alright, the next build is the Tiger, and that's been a lot of fun. The Tiger that I've been working on has been an eye-opener, because I never really, when I had this hobby, I don't really think about the money that I put into it. It just isn't something that registers, because usually the money that I put in is just money that's sort of kicking around. It's, again, I'm kind of like in limbo as far as my career, which is probably not a good thing. But I feel more like a student than someone who's been working at a job for 20 years. So I guess my money is a bit, I can spend it as I wish. So I never really sit there and really think about it, but like I took a time to calculate how much money I had put into this Tiger so far, and I've got model casting tracks, I got an aluminum barrel, I bought some Zimmerment. The model itself, though, I didn't pay much for it anyway. Anyway, it started adding up, and decals, we're pushing around $100. The jaw kind of hit, 'cause I'm always claiming, I spent $18 on that model kit at a model show. Yeah, well, that's nice, but did you buy aftermarket? Yes. Do you know how much you put into it? So this was an eye-opener. Wow. So I have no claim to complain about people who spend $100 on a model kit, because clearly I'm right there with them. I'm going to start building some Shermans, stuff that I don't have to buy aftermarket. That way I can just build it and keep it at a lower price. Because at that kind of rate I can't be building too many. It's that Dragon, it's a conspiracy, those DS tracks, nobody wants to use them, so they buy aftermarket. But in this case, you might as well buy a rifle tank. You can probably get it. They're starting to show up at the model shows, and their prices are a little bit lower than retail, so that way it's all there. You don't have to buy anything extra, usually. Anyway, it's all... Don't take anything what I'm saying with any kind of absolutism. Take it more with a grain of salt. I'm sort of making light of my own awareness, but also at the same time I think we have to be a little bit cautious how we spend our money, and that has nothing to do with model building. That's a life lesson. I mean, no matter who you are. So that's my lesson for the day. Anyway, so it's all good. I'm enjoying Adam Mann's Tiger group build immensely. It's been great just watching all the people bringing their contribution to this group build on the Facebook feed and seeing things. And then it's just a really nice resource to, if you have questions, there's people there with immense, not only a skill set, but they have a high knowledge of the Tiger tank. I mean, some of these people I'm sure are professionals at some capacity. I really don't know what. But they know a lot, so it's great. So it's great to ask questions. I had a few questions about how to improve my Tiger, and it's nice just getting feedback quickly like that. So, we're in the internet age. There are days I wonder about whether or not it's a wonderful thing, but on the other hand, there are times, yeah, it is a good thing. Everything is on a balancing pendulum thing. It's good and bad in all things, yin and yang. So it's been good. The Shane Smith Sherman group build. That is the other group build I am in. I really haven't done much. So it's the Sherman tank, and he also has a Facebook thing. So if you haven't heard anything about it, it's a year long, so it's not going to end until like next July or something. So plenty of time to build a Sherman. I am considering abandoning my original piece because it just I just want to kind of build something, and I went to my local Hobby Lobby in my hometown here, and I noticed that they're throwing Hobby Boss and Tamiya kits on the shelf, and I saw the Easy 8 Sherman, and I looked at the price tag, and I calculated my 40% coupon, and I went to check with Scale Hobbyist and other places, and I gotta go right over to Hobby Lobby and pick it up because it's a great price, so I can't beat that. So I might just build that, Shane, because it's just, it's a shake and bake Tamiya. Come on, it's Tamiya, and it's new Tamiya, which means it's going to be awesome. And it's a Sherman, and I like Shermans. I like everything. So I'll probably build that instead of stripping the paint. What I might do is just build the Easy 8, and then if I got time still, and I'll try to get the other Sherman done. So many models, not enough time. So that's it. Other group builds, I'm not involved in anything. I'm really careful about committing. If I'm going to commit to something, I'm going to commit to it. So I have to say no. And it's not because I don't want to participate. I probably do. But I have to be realistic that I probably just won't be able to finish. So I'm just being fair and honest. Yeah. What else has been going on? Not much else. Model shows. I went to the PatCon last month and did pretty well. My little Geschützwagen, which I thought I was going to put away for retirement, I had never competed at this show, so I brought it and I did well. It's funny, that tank little piece, sometimes it does well and sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of depends on what's going on at the table. My Michael Wittmann tank, I had changed tracks over the winter. I had removed the DS tracks. I put on those Ryfield workable tracks, and huge difference. I mean, night and day. It was getting almost no attention at the tables from the judges, and now, you know, it took first at PatCon in this category, so that was pretty cool. So, you know, you can improve a model, you know. You can fix things. And yeah, it was very honored, very touching. I still got to make my Wittmann figure, and I want to build a small base with like grassy things on it. So you'll see it again. I'll probably make another reprise reveal sometime in the future. Now I know I have all these models out back behind me here, and I always say I'm not going to pick up anything new. However, you just find things. I don't know. Like this year has been a year of just, I've been really lucky. I just find things. It's like, oh, what's this? I feel like, you know, Bilbo Baggins. Oh, what's this thing I found in this cave? It's very wet and damp in this little gold ring. Ooh, very cool. I'm so lucky. Yeah, I've just been finding models. And then the hobby shop that I've been going to lately, he buys a lot of estate sale stuff. So you never know what he's going to get. It's like a grab bag. And I've been talking to him a lot, so he always calls me up if he finds things that he knows I might like. So I don't have any real resin kits. Like I have like some resin figures from whatever, and I might have some resin bits and bobs, but not a real full kit. So I was curious because he had something one day. So I picked up this tank. It's an older resin kit, so it's not like Legend or Black Dog or any of these people, but it's from like the 90s, I think. So it's MB models, and it's the French Renault D2 infantry tank. So there it is. It's a pretty cool tank, and apparently it's not really in plastic, at least 1/35 scale. And I don't have many French things. I think if I do a group build, a group build, the next one I want to do something French. I think it would be kind of cool. I think Feliz Barcelinosis, or from Spain, he says you call it a Jacques Le Bleu. Is that how you say it? Yeah. Anyway, that'd be a nice title for the group build. and maybe I would put this into it. So, yeah. It's definitely shows its age. It comes with white metal track links, and good luck with that one. I think I'm trying to figure out how I can work around this one, because they kind of just there's nothing to glue it to. It's just sort of like the force guiding them together. I think I would call this one. I would probably have it kind of knocked out. That way, at least once it attracts, I can just sort of like bury it in the grass. I'll have to figure something out. But this is it, and it's pretty cool. And unfortunately, I did pick up other kits. Some were raffle prizes that I won at the model shows. And again, usually over the years I would buy some raffle tickets and I never would win. So like, whatever, And then this year I was like, well, your probability or your chances increase as you put more tickets in. So like I put in like a lot more. And I don't know the odds. I mean, you can do, that's all probability and statistics. But anyway, I won a lot. My name was called like a bunch of times, so I was able to pick up a few cool goodies. So I picked up this guy and a raffle prize. It's a DML Jagdpanzer. It's still in the wrapper. Actually, not DML, it's Dragon. It's the Imperial series. So I'm very excited. And that'd be really nice to build eventually. I also picked up, this was also a raffle prize. It's the, to me, it's a relatively new model kit and it looks really sharp. And this was also a raffle prize. This was it's a Fujimi 172 Stuka. I like the Stukas. They're pretty cool aircraft. I've always known about Fujimi as a company, but I've never actually seen their kits up close. So this was a great opportunity to just kind of pick it up and see what it looks like. And it was really a nice kit. It's like Hasegawa grade, or even Tamiya to some degree. It's nice recessed panel lines. It's pretty sharp and crisp plastic. So I may have to find more Fujimis in the future. This I did buy. It was not a raffle prize, but I did pick it up at the model show because the price was pretty nice, and it's my first World War I kit, so for a tank. So I picked up this the Ming tank, and apparently this kit comes with the base. It comes with like a trench and stuff, so it's kind of I guess not all of the kits came with it, so that's pretty cool. And this I just picked up at the local hobby shop because I was having a bad day and I bought stuff because why not. It's a Hasegawa Maki Italian. I have nothing Italian in my stash, so that's it. Unfortunately, I did pick up other things, but flea market finds, I found a ton of stuff. And one acquisition I did pick up, and I don't have it with me, it's upstairs, but I did pick up the AK's FAQ, Frequently Asked Questions on Diorama. It's like the big Bible book. Because I've been hearing about it and seeing it. I've read a few, I looked at some reviews online, and I was just like, oh man, this is a nice keeper, So this hobby shop at the model show was selling it, and I spent like a half an hour just thumbing through it and going, oh, can't walk away from this. This is like a lifetime's bulk of like diorama building. So when I really want to start diorama building and really making nice bases for my models, and I said, fine, do you take credit? They're like, yes. I'm like, okay, I'm sold. I never use my card anyway, so capitalism. Yeah, it's awesome, and I highly recommend it. I mean, yeah, it's expensive, you know, and I'm really big about not spending it because I don't have a lot of money, so I try to like work within my means. But if you really love this hobby and you're gonna be in it for the foreseeable future, and you like dioramas and stuff, and you want to know more, I mean, there's a lot in there, and I recommend it. It's awesome. It's got so much cool stuff in there. It's already answered a ton of my questions that I had. It was like these basic questions in my mind have been going on for like years, and they answered it all in like the first chapter. And, oh, that's how they do it. Oh, epiphany. So I enjoyed it. It's been good stuff, and I plan on keeping this thing till I'm a dead man. They'll find me dead on my bed holding the book. Yeah, all good stuff. So that's about it for the fall. This is where I'm at. I got 2 more model shows, and we're going into winter season, and I got lots of things to do. If you haven't checked it, I did went to Collins Foundation last weekend, and I made my video of the Battle of the Airport, and that is amazing. I really have a good time there, and I finally got, I guess it's old news, but it's new to me. I didn't realize that the Collins Foundation acquired the bulk of the Jacques Littlefield's tank collection, and they're building this enormous museum to store them. So it looks like it's going to be pretty substantial as far as I mean, the construction is amazing. The roads and bridges, and the foundation has been laid. At least it's halfway laid down, and there's lots of dirt and gravel and big Tonka truck things. So that's going to be really awesome. I feel like kind of blessed to be so close to something so awesome. Usually when growing up as a kid, Aberdeen seems so far away, and these museums were in California, I'll never see them. Oh, Europe, oh, forget that, I'm never going there. But it's like, yeah, they're coming to me, they're coming to Russell. That's awesome. So, that's awesome, great. Gonna go see a Panther tank. It's 45 minutes south of here. So that's cool. I'm really looking forward to it. So, who knows, maybe some people from the States will come to Collins Foundation. And maybe I'll meet you there. That'd be great. Alright, this is Russell signing off. Take care, hope everything's going well at your bench, and I'll see you again here on YouTube. Goodbye.
Well, today I went to the door and walked before it got too hot. Yep.